Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't get... Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. David Onyemata. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Carry now. This is Johnson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Austin Hooper with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The sack by Julius Peppers.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Lions nothing.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Julius Peppers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Take it at the 37. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Prescott yet again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this is caught at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal. And, gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Kenny Galladay and the Lions set to go to work again.
You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Hockenson.
That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Prescott now from the 50. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, here's where we pick up this challenge in the second quarter with 5 minutes left. You're down 2 scores. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs in that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Prescott from the gun. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Prescott off play action. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
And again, it's Prescott. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
They'll get this to Connor underneath.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Complete to James.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Screen pass to Connor. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Play action now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down, Prescott again. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 4-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Steelers take over first and 10. At their
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Third down pass passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
9-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First down, Prescott. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And it's caught by Ed McCaffrey. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We pick up this challenge in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left. You're trailing by 1. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line as we get set here, 1st and 10. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Bell. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That one's complete to Tomlinson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle. Julian Edelman. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 14. First down, Kansas City.
First down carry by Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll run it with Bell. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you the long way.
And they get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
At their own 22-yard.
So Breeze and the Saints down by 7, 43 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. look to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Breeze to throw. Crusher there as it's intercepted. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards.
All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
29. Saints 22.